Cool. Got everything loaded up. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to Straight Betting Live Show. In today's video, I'm thinking like I'm recording a YouTube video. We're just gonna do same old, right? Go game by game. We got one starting at 7, which is cool. And then we have Pacers versus the Celtics. Okay, so games are pretty spread out, which is cool. I really haven't looked at any NBA stuff today ever since I posted that video. So I don't really know what's going on in terms of the injury report. So I'm going to quick browse that over. Of course, guys, we will be going game by game, breaking stuff down. So if you guys have opinions on a game, make sure to comment them for sure. But also make sure that like we're actively going over that game. It just makes it way easier to say organized, keep the chat organized and stuff like that. But with that being said, man, let's quickly go over the injury report, I guess. And I know there's a ton of stuff coming in for Tuesday. By the way, guys, if there's any Knicks fans in this chat, I just want to say that you guys are tanking against the best team in the NBA, the Wolves, who just beat the Thunder. Brunson's out, OG's out, just tanking a game against the Wolves, bro. What a disrespect. Now it's gonna be like a close game. And now we're actually gonna lose because we're not gonna try. But what level of disrespect is that? Oh yeah, so Thunder. Honestly, guys, let's go straight to Thunder, bro. I think Thunder is pretty interesting because they're not playing a lot. Okay, Jaylen Brown's playing, Flag and Clay are playing. Okay, cool. Well, I'll just quick go through that. Yeah, let's go to understandable Dodge. Yeah, Lushington. These guys, they're scared, man. They don't want that Anthony Edwards something. I was about to say something out of pocket. they don't want Ant to do it to him. I'll just keep it at that. Okay, let's go. Actually, like I know we started off we usually start at the top. Honestly, guys, let's go straight to Memphis and OKC. I think this might be the last game of the slate, one of them. But I actually am pretty interested in this, guys. What do you guys think is going to happen? They don't have a center. I mean, they do it. They have like Carlson, I think. Let me quick make sure. Let me make sure like Carlson's like not in the G League or something, dude, because that could like throw something for a wrench. Okay, so Ousmane Dieng's out. It looks like they don't have anyone in the G League, so they'll have at the center. They'll have Carlson, who I don't think will get props on. Kenny Hustle definitely should play, I would think, against Memphis for sure. Looks like Sportsbet has a lineup. That's like an Australian FanDuel. So we'll see what that is. Oh, yep. Yep. Great. Jarris Walker will get there for sure. Damn, bro. Well, why do you say that, bro? Why do you say that, the stoners? You be having some. No one even said anything dumb, bro. Like what? Come on, dude. Yeah, let's go over Santi Aldama boards. So that was definitely one of my first thoughts. So look, dude, what's the spread? 15.5, dude. Like, not gonna lie, bro. Like, OKC off a loss is scary, but dude, they're clearly like punting. Well, they're not punting because they're playing Shea and J-Dub, dude. But I don't even know, man. It's just weird. So yeah, Santi Aldama. Let's quick like get this one in, or not get this one in, but do some math on this, right? So clearly, OKC is going to be one of the worst rebounding teams like in the league here. I would think, like genuinely. I mean, they just don't have a center, right? So and then Santi played 36 minutes in a close game. Clark got hurt in that. He came off the bench and he's going to start again. 34, 31, 36, dude. So what's like the average over that? I'm kind of being slow. We can go to like last 4 games. Quick calculate minutes. 34.3 minutes. Let's dock it down to like 31. Let's just be realistic, right? Because blowout's such a high probability. We just got to be honest with ourselves, right? Let's give him 31 minutes and then just see like what his rebounds are in games. Let's do games without Zach Edey. I think that makes sense, right? Games without Zach Edey this year. Okay, 31 divided by 27. Is that his minutes? 27.6 times 6.8. So that gets him to like 7.6 rebounds. Definitely a plus matchup, dude. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. It's probably the same. Okay. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Because there's still, I mean, it depends like what your thoughts are on blowout risk, right? If you think it's like super high blowout risk, then I think my projection is probably accurate. If you disagree and you're like, oh, this team low-key sucks because Like they don't have a center, or not OKC. They don't suck, but like they're not that good. They're not like. I disagree. Like if you disagree with the spread, then I think you can get there. Kenny Hustle, guys. Let's quick go over some Kenny Hustle stuff. Do you guys have any like opinions on Kenny Hustle? 6.5 points, dude. There definitely hasn't been a game with Chet and Hartenstein, and okay. There was a couple games without them, but I'm sure Jay Will probably played in all of them, right? Oh, there was a couple. Is that? What did I just do? Jalen? Okay. Okay, without Chet, Hartenstein, and Jay Will, he only averaged 13.4 minutes. Yeah, that's gross, dude. That's gross. Okay. Maybe I take back Kenny Hustle. Let's see. Do you guys have any thoughts on this one? Let's see. We have what's good, Dave? How we doing? AJ Mitchell, 12.5. Yeah, I think AJ does make sense, man. Like I said, it's just kind of tough to gauge minutes for sure. One thing about AJ though, so Memphis's scheme, and it's not gonna like fully show it here, I don't think. They've been, especially recently, man, they've been giving up a lot of pull-ups, which is good for AJ. A lot of catch and shoot stuff, not a lot of stuff in the paint. So they kind of have been. AJ, I looked at this earlier. I'm like, I was pretty surprised to see how reliant he was at scoring in the paint. I think Isaiah Joe makes sense. Same with like Aaron Wiggins, maybe. I don't know, man. These rotations are going to be tough to gauge, bro, because we just haven't like really seen. I guess we probably have, right? Let's see. What do they do? I mean, this team is like pretty much the same as last year, right? Without Chet and Hartenstein and Jay Will. November 19th. Okay, let's go to like November 9th. And then let's do, hold up. Let's do with Shea, with J-Dub, with Wiggins, I guess, with Dort, or with Joe. Okay. Okay, let's go to this Dallas game. We can go to this Dallas game from like 2 years ago and just like get like a little glance at like what this rotation looked like, I guess. Okay, it was on November 17th. Oh, I went to the wrong season. Okay. So this was a game with like 0 bigs. PJ Washington had 17 rebounds. The Mavs as the team had 53 rebounds. So that just kind of speaks to like how crap they're going to be on the glass. Looks like it was like a lot of Shea. Dort played pretty big minutes in that one. Joe started. Wiggins didn't play crazy minutes. AJ Mitchell's obviously like more involved this year. Kenny played a little bit. Some Usman. So I mean, it's really going to be game flow dependent. I mean, look at guys. These guys got killed on the glass, bro. Do you see this? 29 rebounds to 53. That's crazy. And I think they were kind of doing that before. But yeah, and honestly, maybe I take that back on like Santi, dude. Or what is like Landell at? Landell's at 6.5. Like Landell could make sense too. I believe he's been playing pretty good minutes too. But it's also the small ball might not be a great matchup for him personally. So look, at the end of the day, guys, so one play that I'm on that like I like even more, I can get okay, and it's pretty juiced now. Okay, wow, this is really juiced. But Lou Dort threes, like I said, I already played this, and I think that like some ladders are genuinely in play. But he's like absolutely gonna get guarded by their big man, right? Like, I mean, you got to put a big on like the worst shooter, so it's gonna be Lou Dort. He's gonna be left pretty wide open. Honestly, you probably could make the same case for Queso. Queso might get some time getting guarded by bigs too. So yeah, those are kind of some thoughts. I don't know, like so. Spencer unders. I don't know, man. I mean, brutal match, like for sure, kind of brutal. I think that like the only they're gonna be like switching basically everything and sitting in gaps, and they have really good point of attacks. Yeah, I probably lean under. I don't have like it's just kind of weird with this. OKC hardly misses. Feels like yeah, I agree. This does kind of feel like a J-Dub game. Yeah, J-Dub little bounce back game. I could see some like rebounds. J-Dub might have to step up on the glass. I guess we could do. Let's quickly like go to like OKC. I know someone was asking about like I think it might have been in my Discord, but I remember someone asked me like what do the rebounds like how like who's gonna get the rebounds, and let's actually just check, right? Let's go back to last year. Like I said, this team's pretty much the exact same. So if we go to like last year, and then let's take off the court, let's take Jay Will, Hartenstein, and Holmgren. Nice, they're all just lined up nice and good. Like I said, I think this Carlson dude, I don't think we're gonna be able to bet on him because I don't think he's like a two-way contract, but he's probably gonna play a decent amount. And oh geez, come on, load up. Wow, so there's actually a decent amount of minutes. So yeah, who's picking up that rebounding slack? It's this Barnheiser dude. If he's probably not going to play because they actually have all their pretty much other guys healthy. It's like a ton of dudes who like don't play or like we won't be able to bet on. Closest is like Kenny Hustle. We already looked at that. It doesn't seem like he's going to play like a ton. They have 2 Brandon Carlsons up in there. Yeah, so it's like the rotation guys. It's J-Dub kind of. I think they just get crushed on the glass, bro. To be honest with you, and I wish that Jaren could rebound. I seriously don't trust Jaren at all to like take advantage of like a small ball team. But yeah, no, honestly, the more I think about it, Santi probably makes sense. Probably someone who offensive rebound. So let me quick go to like Grizzlies stats. I just want to see who actually can like offensive rebound, bro. I'm like, if like Edie was playing, dude, I mean, obviously he'd like probably have like a 20 rebound game, but I do want to see who actually offensive rebounds on this team. Okay, so it's Jock and Santi. Okay, and then Coward. I could see Coward kind of scrapping up in there. But yeah, Jock makes sense for rebound. Santi makes sense. I think those guys kind of all make it easy. And Bosca smoking fat ones and waiting for your picks. Let's go, dude. Okay. Let's see. Does anyone have Dort 11.5 PR? I do like that. Yep, I do like that as well. Going to be super, super switch heavy. That's definitely not good for assists. Coward rebounds. Yeah, what is Coward at, bro? I think that actually makes sense. He's kind of always getting up in there and scrapping a little bit. He's at 6.5. He's averaging 6.2 rebounds though on the year, so he's really had some like spike rebounding games, and like I said, I think these guys will just. I mean, they're not going to obviously like generate much offensive rebounds, but specifically like if you crash the offensive glass, I think that you can have a fair bit of success. And look, if you look at Jock Landale, bro, like he probably basically gets more offensive rebounds than he does defensive rebounds, which could be something worth noting for sure. So Jock, honestly, bro, Jock actually makes a fair bit of sense, dude, at 10.5. I wonder, hold up, dude. Let me quick look at Memphis's injury report. So no Clark, no Edie. Okay. Do they have like any like random like centers that play garbage time, Memphis? Yeah, Landale. Yeah, I think Landale makes a ton of sense. Sometimes I did kind of with Dort. If I find like a trend, I think it does make sense for like 3-pointers. I think you can make a case that makes sense for threes. But I think that 3-point percentage and maybe points kind of, but I think that's the only thing it could really be relevant for. Let's see. What was this question? Do you track or pay attention to your hit rates on certain bets, and as the season goes on, and make more bets on? I don't. I mean, like I have it all in Excel, right? So I technically could like make a table and sort it all out and stuff. But to be honest, dude, I'm not very tech savvy, so I probably should, bro. I remember someone last year like sent me like my stats, and I had like a really good year last year compared to this year, especially. And unders, I had like a 20% ROI on, dude, and I just like. It's hard to find unders though, and people who say that it's like easy are just lying, like genuinely. Don't leave JJJ off. Yeah, JJJ. So here's the thing, bro. He's gonna see nasty doubles. He's gonna see like super nasty doubles for sure. But at the same time, like he doesn't. He's also someone who will just shoot it anyways if he gets doubled, and he does have like an insane size advantage. So look, man. I mean, we might be overthinking this one. Like PR for Jaren like could definitely come into fruition. So I think that does make sense. Landale under threes. Yeah, I think that could make sense. I will say though, it's like he's also like a spot. Yeah, no, I think that could make sense. I think actually at plus 190. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, guys, we'll go back to this one, man, and try to find something official. This might be like a wait till the starting lineup one because look, at the end of the day, guys, like OKC is at home. They are coming off of a loss and the spread is 15.5, bro. So it's like you want to bet on these like Grizzlies guys, and hold up. Let me like do the Grizzlies, let me check some shit, bro. Hold up. Do the Grizzlies have like, because the Grizzlies are one of the teams that I really don't like bet on a ton. When's the last time they've gotten blown out? Or who do they have on like their bench, bro? It's like, okay. So they have like a short bench. They don't really have like, so Jock maybe would get garbage time. It's like, so Vince is out. So it's like last game they only had, yeah, then so Jock would absolutely play garbage time, bro. If this is like their bench, someone comment down below if I'm missing something with like these G Leaguers. Does Memphis have like some like sneaky G Leaguers that will take minutes? Can someone actually like if you actually know that or have the answer to that, that would be super helpful with some stuff here. Wemby, dude, what are we doing, bro? Oh my gosh. They're gonna rest him against OKC. GG should play tonight. Okay, makes sense. Okay. No, yeah, that does make a lot of sense. And he's someone who will torch garbage time if he gets it. So no, that's cool. Okay. Let's go back to let's see how far. Oh geez, we're 16 minutes in already. Okay, let's go to Charlotte and Cleveland. This game is starting pretty soon. Yeah, let's get into this one. Okay, looks like Mitchell's in, but guys, if you guys are on YouTube, I see that we have about 100 people live on YouTube. Make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel if you're new here. It's all greatly appreciated, and just being honest, it helps with the algorithm. So, so trying to grow this YouTube channel, man. So if you do find this information valuable or find it entertaining or whatever, a like does go a long way with that. Okay. Okay. So Sam Merrill's back. Craig Porter's back. Okay. We have Quentin Grimes questionable. Looks like Donovan Mitchell is playing, guys. And honestly, just being like blunt here, dude, I think that Donovan Mitchell at 29.5 makes a lot of sense, to be honest with you. Just look, man, like the Cavs are terrible. I totally get that they're getting some reinforcements back. Dude, they're like the spread is 9.5, guys, and I could not disagree with that more. I think that the Hornets should be like 5.5, 4.5, maybe. I do think this game is for sure going to be close. Man, like the Hornets play drop coverage. I know that he had a pretty poor game against them. He shot 6 for 24, 1 for 11. Look, man, I think that this is a really good look. 29.5 points for Donovan. Just like you got to put yourself in the mind of the player sometimes, dude. Like this, they've lost so many games recently. They're desperate. If you get like a desperate Donovan, who is probably going to play good minutes, Kenny Atkinson can't do this like this low minute gimmick when this team is playing so bad anymore. And yeah, man, I think this makes a lot of sense for Donovan at 29.5 personally. Okay, let's see. Do we have some stuff? Con versus, yeah, I like Con, dude. I really do. So Con 18.5. What's his assist at? 3.5. Okay. I think that LaMelo. So guys, I'm on LaMelo assist too. FanDuel has a really good number at -102. I got negative CLV on it because of a certain projection system. So guys, this is like an official play for me. If you guys miss this, you can get in at a better number, which is good for you guys. Someone said, so is Kalkbrenner out? Looks like, so Kalkbrenner is out, right? Let's see, because someone said Musa, right? Did someone say Musa? Yeah, King Kong. Yeah, I'm totally in on Con, bro. I like it a lot. Hey, I appreciate this, Joseph. I love comments like this, man. Seriously, these mean like a ton to me. I appreciate that a ton, Joseph. Diabate double. Yeah, so if Kalkbrenner's out, well, actually, is he? Yeah, he is out. Okay, let's see. We got to make sure that they don't start Plumlee, bro. They've been doing some like weird stuff with like Plumlee recently. But if you do like without Kalk, where's Mason? Is Mason Plumlee even like listed here? I don't think he is, bro. That's funny. Okay, so yeah, man, 25 minutes. He played 38 regulation minutes. I remember this game, dude. This is a crazy low line for him, to be honest with you. And the Cavs, I don't, if I'm not mistaken, too, if you go to, I mean, guys, if you just like look at like the last 10 games, dude, like the Cavs have been so bad, and it's like even worse. And they had Mobley for like a good chunk of those too. If you go to, where's my little? Let me quick duplicate this. Okay. Because the big thing with Musa that I like to look for is just like make sure that it's not like, and actually let's go to like, okay, this is like being a little bit nitpicky a little bit, I guess. I'm going to go last 5 games just because, look, I think that no Mobley does make a big difference. Cavaliers, man. Giving up a ton in the restricted area, post Mobley. If we go like last 3, this is like truly post Mobley, and this might be nitpicking a little bit. But, yep, oh my goodness. Okay, so this, yeah, if Musa is starting, we got to wait for the lineups. This is too low. I'd probably have Musa playing 20. Let's be conservative, right? Let's give him like 28 minutes or so. If we go to games with, let's do games with LaMelo. Just games with LaMelo, I guess. He is at per 28 minutes divided by 21.5 times 14.2. 18.5, definitely a plus matchup. Yeah, dude. I think it's pretty good. I think Musa makes a lot of sense. We just got to make sure he's starting, and that's all we gotta wait for. So, but yeah, good call. And the double absolutely worth a sprinkle. They absolutely could win, bro. Hell yeah, Cavs, dude. Allen got to eat, dude. Allen, you think he's got to eat, bro? I don't know what's up with him, man. He's regressing, and I think that he's going to be a big liability on defense here. Well, a mediocre liability. Because guys, this Hornets offense, man, fully healthy. LaMelo, Bridges, Miller, and Khan. This Hornets offense is like really damn good. So, gotta watch out for that for sure. Let's see. You're on Anthony Davis rebounds. Oh, I like that, dude. Hell yeah, guys. Hit the leg. Takes 1 second. Yes, sir. No NFL here. Yeah, no NFL. Cavs fan. This team is in a bad defensive slump. Yeah, I agree, dude. 9.5 is like that makes no sense to me whatsoever, man. For the Cavs to win. Yeah, dude, I agree. Like Mitchell has to go off, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys, fellas. Brandon Miller for threes. Let's see, Brandon Miller. 2.5. So it's really juice, dude. I don't like playing this like crazy juice personally. He's definitely due some like positive. And the Cavs have been terrible at defending the above the break threes. That's one thing that they've been giving up a ton to, even just like without even like doing like the Mobley nitpick. Second most above the break threes attempted, guys. So yeah, I think that's not a terrible look whatsoever, man. Yeah, it's tough to choose, man. Like I said, I just want LaMelo assists because I do think that like this offense is just going to be really good. If you guys bet team totals, the fact that they're 9.5-point dogs makes me think that their team total is going to be too low. So that's kind of like my opinion there. Hunter unders. I'm actually for that because they're getting Merrill back. And that's just someone who can take away some minutes. He's been terrible too, dude. Like he's actually been like really bad. 26 minutes, 28 minutes. Yeah, the Hornets, he's just like a spot up guy at this point, bro. Hornets don't allow anything to spot up J-Main. I think that's a pretty good look. Okay, Garland, Mitchell, Tyson, Wade, Allen. Interesting. What are Dean Wade's stuff at? That could be, his unders could be a little interesting. All right, guys, let's go over to Indiana and Boston. So I don't think we have anything crazy. Guys, not going to lie. I didn't have, there was actually one that I really liked. And I kind of wanted to spend a little bit of time digging into it. I remember when I was just like going over it on YouTube. So guys, Isaiah Jackson only played 12 minutes last game. And if we go to Isaiah Jackson stats, and if we just like look at this game, bro. So obviously you have Jay Huff who's starting. And then you have Tony Bradley who is available to play. I don't know if he did play. Looks like he did not play, but he's available. But guys, they signed like James Weissman off the street, and so guys, definitely some. This is maybe like a little fluky part of it, I guess. Like the plus minus stuff, but like also, so they're running a 3-center rotation right now. So I don't know if 12 minutes is going to be sticky. I think like maybe 14 is like a good projection because I'm surely he earned minutes, right? Isaiah Jackson has not been very good all year. So if you do like per 14 minutes divided by 18.9 times 13.7, he's only at 10.1 PR. And then guys, if you look at Boston, right? I mean, Boston allows the second fewest points in the paint. Like that's obviously not good. Second fewest points in the restricted area, which is 84% of his points. Also not good. Rebounds, they're just a super slow-paced team. So yeah, 10th fewest rebounds, man. I think Isaiah Jackson unders make a lot of sense, bro. 11.5. I'd probably have this line at 9.5. So I think that there's some decent edge here. So this is something I might make official. Like I said, obviously there's a little bit of variance and stuff here and there, but it's not a good matchup at all, bro. Like Celtics are a very disciplined team. They're like not trying to allow anything in the paint. Let's see, did they play already this year? Let me quick double check that. Okay. So yeah, Isaiah Jackson, like I said, guys, I might add this as an official once the stream ends. Honestly, guys, I'm kind of done like just like adding stuff as official on stream, bro. Just like a complete like crapshoot, dude. Like I'll just like not be, especially when I don't have anyone like if I don't have anyone like live with me, bro, just like me, like not talking for like for like 5 minutes, bro, when there's 100 people in here, like I'm not gonna do that. Like come on, man. But yeah, that's probably my strongest lean. If you guys have any opinions, yeah, but okay, here Luka Garza though, like yes, he doesn't have rim protection, but like he's been playing all year. It's like a scheme thing, bro. It's like they just don't. And also Nemias Keita's rotations are pretty weird. Like he's like an early sub and then comes back in like late first quarter. So, and Luka Garza plays hard, bro. Like he boxes out and stuff like that. So, and it's out, like I said, it's also just like a scheme thing. So, okay. Let's see. Do we have JB rebounds and assists? I don't know if I like that, to be honest. Just off rip, I think JB points are good at 20, especially 28.5. It's in Boston, so 11.5 spread. And he is, but guys, Jaylen Brown's like, the Pacers don't really double much, dude. Like they'll let him shoot like middies all day. This should be like very light coverage, right? They allow a decent amount of pick and roll handler, a decent amount of isolation. This is definitely like a plus matchup. So I'd like it more if it was in Indiana because I'd like them to compete a little bit more. But yeah, so the spread's a little worrisome. But and the reason why I say like the rebounds and assist stuff, it's like the Pacers actually are really good at not allowing assists. If you go to like last 10, I believe that they are ranking 5th fewest. So yeah, it's because they don't really like double much. So I probably wouldn't touch anything assist related. But 28.5 points, man. Oh yeah, TJ McConnell's out. Good pull, bro. Good pull. And guys, by the way, if you guys are like new here or new to betting or anything, or are looking to get into betting NBA by yourself, guys, Props Madness is what is behind me. It has literally every single filter. It just makes researching so damn easy. Like everything is just right in front of your face. It's so time effective. You'll learn schemes. You'll learn, how teams like defend stuff, what areas they defend and stuff like that. And you can filter by usage. I mean, guys, I can't say enough good things about it. It has literally every single filter you can need. So if you don't have Props Madness already, check it out. I do have it linked down below on YouTube, propsmadness.com. And if you use my code SB25, you can get 25% off your first purchase, whether that's like a year, a month, whatever you want to do with it. But yeah, it's the best NBA research tool in market by a mile, and I can't say enough good things about it. So yeah, that's a good point. No TJ, so Nembhard, yeah, Nembhard makes a fair bit of sense without TJ. If you do like without TJ, but with Siakam and with Mathurin, there's been one game, and it was the game he got hurt in. So, no, but that should definitely give him some extra minutes. I would think. I would probably have him at like, and there is a blowout risk. I'd probably have him at like 35 minutes without blowout, and then probably bump it down to like 33. And he's averaging 17.4 points this year, guys. Yeah. And what are his assists at? 6.5. Okay. No, I think you could definitely sell me on that for sure. I will say, I know that the Celtics have been more of like a catch and shoot funnel, but yeah, I think that Nembhard is just objectively like a point or two too low for sure. Yeah, I don't hate that. I will say I look, I probably wouldn't use the pace filter personally, Ethan, for that. I'd probably just use like how many rebounds they allow, to be honest with you. But from like a matchup perspective, like I don't think he'll be on Brown. I'm sorry, let me quick go to this. The filter I would use, honestly, unless you have like a specific like matchup angle that you want to take, I'd probably use, but yeah, I mean, this doesn't look great at all, dude. Like I'd probably use versus rebounds allowed. And so Celtics are like top 10. I'd probably take, so definitely like not an easy rebound matchup. I'd probably go here. And that still looks really good, Ethan. So yeah, no, I think that this makes a decent amount of sense. I will say it's like he is averaging 6.2, but that OKC game, bro, is like heavily skewing it, where he played 44 minutes. He's not playing 44 minutes here. So I'd probably have him he's averaging 34. It seems like, so 31, 38. Yeah, he's probably going to play like 36 in a competitive game. There is a big spread. I'd probably have him at, 38. Actually, let's do 37 to 30, 31. Sounds fair to me. Yeah, Ethan, that looks pretty good. I'd probably have this line at 5.5. So yeah, no, I think this is a good look. We'll get there in a little bit. Let's Mason Plumlee starting. Of course he is. Okay. Jeez, dude, Jalen Green is still missing 2 to 3 weeks. That's insane. So we'll circle back. Let's go to like one more game. Like I said, guys, geez, we're 30 minutes in already. So Charlotte and Cleveland. I don't know if I want to add anything to this, to be honest with you. Sorry, give me a quick second. Was there anything that? Yeah, so Mitchell was the only thing that was like really interesting, and I don't know. There isn't anything too significant. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's go over to Dallas at the Pelicans. Let's see. You guys got any questions on this one for here? I'm not sure. So the reason I played this, man, is because so if you put Con, Miles, and who's the other one? Brandon on the court. He is like at 8.3 assists per 28 minutes, which is where I have Matt. And in my opinion, right now in current state, the Cavs are one of the best assist matchups in the league. So I probably have his line being 8.5, and that's why I played it. But yeah, I don't really know about the potentials. No, I probably wouldn't, dude. I don't know if they go much small ball, to be honest. I don't know if that really boosts his officials or his minutes much. Lakers game. Lakers don't play today, I don't think. Yeah, Lakers don't play today. Okay, let's go to Dallas, and so we're on Dallas and Pelicans. I'll start off by sharing my opinions. Let's see. The injury report looks pretty clean for the Pelicans. Actually, it's very clean. I wonder. So they keep on winning, bro. So Zion's gonna keep coming off the bench. Like I can guarantee that. But if adversity hits, and guys, the Pelicans are actually a pretty good team. To be honest, I kind of think that it's like, I know it's a 1-point spread, but I kind of think that it's wrong team favorited for sure. So, but the Pelicans guys are pretty interesting. It looks like we have clarity on who's in and who's out for them. Cooper Flagg is playing. Klay Thompson is available to play. So, guys, the people you want to attack for the Pelicans, they're a terrible defense in 2 areas. They are terrible in so if you get high usage, they will scheme against you. They will throw some tough coverages at high usage guys. Davis, here's the thing. Derek Queen is such a bad defender, and they're so bad at defending the restricted area. They give up so many points in the paint and stuff like that. But on just like post up touches, it's going to be tough for him. They're gonna send a lot of help for sure. I will say I would not touch Davis's under here like whatsoever. But and also I don't know if I like a 3.5 assist number personally. But so if you're a spot up guy, and honestly, guys, what I noticed is that PJ's usage kind of stinks. Like actually, not even kind of, it does stink. Like he is just like Cooper Flagg's usage has been like really, really good recently. Like they're really putting the ball in his hands and telling Coop go make some plays. So I think that Coop's assists do make a fair bit of sense. 6 potentials, 8 potentials. It's just a great matchup for it. 11 potentials there. I mean, the Pelicans are a great assist matchup. I will say, if you guys have MGM, I would recommend go playing that -110. I think that makes a lot of sense. Killa Klay makes a lot of sense as well. Like I said, Coop and Davis kind of scare me for points. Pelicans really will go zone and stuff, and that's just good for like low usage guys. Klay makes a little bit of sense, even though his minutes have kind of stunk. But you guys, without Max Christie, I don't know if Christie's missed a game. He hasn't. That might actually be pretty ideal for Klay. Just like less like shooting guard, right? They play the same position. It's a great match. What are his threes at? 2.5. Okay. Klay actually is slightly intriguing to me, bro. So if you do like with Davis, with Flag, with PJ, I guess doesn't look super great, but a lot of them are pretty close, I guess. I think he was shooting tour dates in a lot of these because Klay was like playing like terrible to start the year. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think this. I think someone said Nembhard assists. I think Nembhard assist makes a lot of sense. It's just not like why do they 6.5? Jeez, dude. Yeah, Nembhard assist. I don't know if I like that 6.5 number. His Mav stuff is also like really tough to bet on, dude. Like really, really tough in my opinion because they are just like all over the place. with their rotation. Like it's not consistent whatsoever. Brandon Williams assists, by the way, guys, 3.5. Okay. Yeah, Clay makes a little bit of sense. Brandon Williams, like I said, guys, I want to bet on someone, but I want to bet on someone who is more of a catch and shoot guy. So I don't know. Mavs stuff is just really hard to gauge. Either catch and shoot or like at the rim. I think Gafford makes a fair bit of sense, to be honest. Except he's playing. He ain't playing no type of minutes. He's just him and AD aren't sharing the floor at all together anymore. I probably wouldn't touch AD point just because like I feel very confident that he's gonna get doubled at will on post touches and stuff. But yeah, I mean they'll blow a lot of assignments, bro. They absolutely will, and then it'll lead to AD doing some good stuff. Double. What's the price on that? I mean, if that he should get a double. I mean, shoot, definitely should. Jeez, dude, minus 250. You be betting that type of juice stuff? Fears under. I do like that. I think we already actually no, I don't think I talked about that. I'd say favorite pick for this game would be Cooper Flagg, 3.5 assists. I think that makes a lot of sense. That'd probably be my favorite pick for sure. Yeah, Pelican stuff's just like a little bit confusing. I think Bay, one of these games, will kind of go back down to earth. He's been hooping, but he's a guy who once Zion starts playing, I think starts hooping, he'll lose minutes, you know. So I think one of these games, Bay will have like 18 minutes and Zion will have like 30 or something. And that just will kind of be the case. And I think it's a decent game for it to happen because Dallas doesn't really give up that much to spot up at all. I know his usage has been pretty good. So that's one thing to keep an eye out for. But yeah, Zion's tough, man. I think I also do lean over pretty heavily on Zion. I mean, you just look at Dallas's defense, dude, right? They give up so much stuff in the paint. And yeah, Zion, you think eventually, man, he's going to start playing 28 minutes consistently. So kind of my thoughts there. Okay, let's go to Utah. Let's see, let's go to Utah and Denver. So guys, Keontae George is so damn low. Denver is really bad against the pick and roll handler, obviously, right? We can go to defense versus where's DPT? Okay, it's like right in front of my face. Let's take out those Knicks games, man. What are Thunder? Okay, let's go like here, and then let's take out. Actually, hold up, let me quick. Because he's just been like so damn good, bro. Like he has really been like legit. Like this Rockets game, I mean, if we just do like defensive rating, right? Obviously, Denver's defense is not very good. I don't know, man. Keontae at 22.5, dude. I totally get that Laurie's in and stuff, dude. This feels pretty damn low. So that's one thing. Yep, Denver's scheme is like they'll run a lot of zone. They'll try. They don't have rim protection, but they'll try to keep you out of the paint. Like they don't allow a ton there. Davis, dude, it's minus 250. I would not play that at all, personally. Yeah, but Denver has been giving up a whole lot of catch and shoot stuff. I think that, so guys, actually, I'll share a play that this is an official play that I kept out of the YouTube video. So if you guys are here, this is an official play that I haven't released yet for like the YouTube audience. I did play Cam Johnson over 17.5 points and assists. So if you take Gordon and Brown off the court, you can get, so like he's averaging 17.5 PA in these games. But guys, these matchups were so brutal. So obviously, guys, Cam Johnson is like a spot up guy. So if you take out, the tough spot up defenses, right? I mean, dude, he played Houston, Orlando, which is terrible. Charlotte genuinely is not good at all. They don't allow much to spot up. Pacers are not good. The Mavericks are not a good matchup either. If you take out like this tough spot up matchups, Cam Johnson is averaging 19.8 PA. Obviously, Jazz are going to allow a ton of threes. They are really poor against spot up. Really bad in transition too. They're like the worst defense in the league probably too. So yeah, I did play Cam Johnson over 17.5 PA. I would lock that in on FanDuel right now if you could. I think it's like a really interesting look. Yep, Cam Johnson. Yep, J-Man, I love it, man. Collier assists. So Collier is kind of weird, man, because his minutes are so weird. Like one time they'll play him minutes, next time they won't. They've been pretty consistent recently. Oh, geez. But Lauri's back, which is actually good for his assists too, man. Yeah, I will say, don't be surprised if you randomly get screwed by minutes. That's 1,000% in the range of outcomes. But if this trend continues, it's definitely too low. So yeah. Svi, Svi actually makes a ton of sense, dude. I think, yeah, Svi, what's it at? 1.5. Wow. So he's another one who's been playing pretty weird minutes. But I do lean over. It's definitely a good matchup. Definitely is a good matchup. Speed's actually mainly a corner camper too, and Denver will give up stuff to corner campers. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, this is like a really really good matchup. So, yeah, I definitely endorse it for sure. Okay. Do we have any other news that came in? I don't think that we do. So, should we go? Let's go to Detroit and Portland real quick. Does anyone have any crazy takes on this one? I when I looked at this game earlier this morning, I didn't really like much at all besides Klingon. So here's the thing, guys. I personally don't like betting Jazz overs genuinely on the road because they just like stink on the road. They get blown out like every game on the road. So that's like one thing about that. That's just like my like rule of thumb is like I love backing Jazz overs on the main guys when they're at home, but when they're on the road, they just get their shit racked like so damn much, dude. Like Lauri's at 30.2 points at home, 24.9. It's because like of blowouts and stuff like that too. And Keontae, dude, I can guarantee you Keontae. Oh no, but because Keontae had that 0-point game at home, so that's kind of screwing it up. But I do too. Yep, I like Tim. I think Tim makes sense. Duran, I'm seeing people talk about Cade and Duran. I think that Cade I lean over on. It's definitely a good matchup for sure. Spread is 6 points. It's on the road. I do like that for sure. Klingon's drop. Yeah, he should feast against Klingon's drop, dude. What's his first quarter? Okay, pretty juiced. Yep, I like Cade. Duran, I don't know if Klingon's a good matchup for him, to be honest, bro. Like, Klingon isn't really going to back down, and like he can contest his stuff at the rim. So I don't know if it's a great matchup for Duran personally. And guys, honestly, Duran, I know you said double-double. Like, I think he should get a double-double. I don't like that price at minus 160 personally. Yeah, I'm actually not really super in on Duran here because you have, if you do like games like Tobias and Cade and Asar and Stewart, he's really hasn't been amazing, to be honest with you. So, and I guess, okay, I will say the Blazers, the Blazers do give up a lot of points in the paint. So maybe I'm tripping. But just like when I'm thinking about the individual matchup, I don't know if I love that for JD personally. Yeah, Sharp with no Grant makes sense. The Pistons don't really double much, guys. Pistons, yeah, they kind of play single coverage. They don't really, they foul a ton. Yeah, and I know Denny had like a really, really good game against them. If you go head to head, Denny had a 35-point game against them. Ton of free throws, ton of volume. So that's looking halfway decent. Yeah, same goes for Sharp, man. Took 25 shots against them. Yeah, I don't hate it. I mean, 26.5 does feel like pretty efficient for Sharp, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go over here. Let's see Jimmy Butler score some points. Yeah, but no, that's really good, man. And the Magic are a great matchup for him. I lean over for sure. Shoot, I hate betting on Jimmy though, man, because like he will just be like, I don't know, just like not trying randomly, bro. It's so damn annoying. So yeah, but look, this Magic Warriors game, I wonder what Draymond's assists are at. Damn it, dude. Okay, what's his rebounds and assists at? I really do like this, man. I think Draymond makes a lot of sense for rebounds and assists. I know like people like you do like the Magic stuff, and it's like, oh, dude, like I don't know, but I think that if you go here and look at Steph's play types, right, off ball screens, that's how Draymond gets assists. Dribble handoffs, that's how Draymond gets assists, and they're bad at defending both of those. So, kind of going against the grain here. I think that Draymond rebounds and assists makes a fair bit of sense at 11.5. That's probably my favorite play of this game. I didn't actually make it or anything, but yep, Steph points. Yep, yeah. Watching the team like the Blazers. So here's what you do. And you look. So you really just have to look at props madness, right? Obviously, any team that plays Donovan and Klingon significant minutes is going to be a drop coverage team that will give up a lot of pull-up jumpers and floaters and stuff to Cade. So if you want to like see what the Blazers funnel is, right? You go to a Piston player. So Blazers, they don't give up much spot up, right? So teams that don't give up a lot of points to spot up typically don't overhelp a ton, right? So and teams that do give up a lot of points to like pick and roll handler and stuff like that, they're also a terrible transition defense. So so if you don't give up a lot of spot up, that's good for the high usage, bad for the low usage. But I will say like the transition stuff, like a lot of the low usage guys, you'll see a lot of their points come in transition, so that kind of cancels it out a little bit for them. So yeah, but that's kind of it. And then you can like look at their defense. Looks like they're kind of allowing stuff more so inside the arc than from outside the arc, especially like the above. Obviously, above the break is going to be the most common three that's attempted. Like most teams are around like 25 given up. Most teams are giving up like 10 corner threes a game. So yeah, definitely trying to like funnel you into the paint a little bit more. And yeah, and that's so Cade obviously does a lot of work inside the arc. And he also is a high usage guy. So I think Cade at his points, it's definitely just like a good matchup for him. And then it's your job to go calculate his projected minutes and calculate his points per minute and stuff like that. Yeah, dude. Like I said, I'm one of these games. I truly think Saddiq Bey is just gonna play like 18 minutes and Zion's gonna play like 30. So I personally won't be betting on Saddiq Bey stuff, but I totally see the vision. Utah Jazz in the spread. Oof, I don't know about that. I will say the Nuggets are some bullshitters. So yeah. Okay. Is there any other cool news? I don't think so. Okay, guys. So we've been live for 45, so that's gonna wrap it up. Like I said, the official play that I gave out on stream that was not is the Cam Johnson 17.5 points and assist line. I think that's the best. I'm going to look long and hard into Isaiah Jackson stuff at his under 11.5 PR. That might be a play that I have. Like I said, that's my favorite one that we've talked about. Just think that there's like a lot of outs for this one to maybe go wrong. And is there 6.5 points? It's just okay. So yeah, that's probably my favorite one. And yeah, won't be tonight. Maybe the new year. I'm riding Bay. Okay, hey, I respect it. Yeah. Okay. We'll spend 5 last minutes on the OKC game. How about that? We'll go over here. Yeah, dude. So it's just so honestly, I'm personally really struggling trying to project like the Thunder player minutes, dude. Like just being completely honest. But and dude, it's just like dude, you'd feel like such an idiot like taking an over on these Grizzlies guys who aren't going to get blowout run. When like you just know that the Thunder can be up by 30 at halftime, be up by 30 at the end of the third quarter, right? Like it just doesn't feel right taking like an over on someone who's not gonna get garbage time run. So let's quick calculate that, man. Like genuinely, like Grizzlies roster, active roster. Is that like a thing? Active roster, NBA.com. Let's find someone on the Grizzlies who might be able to crush on the glass. And we'll get garbage time run. Like, honestly, dude. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. Oh, is Christian Koloko in the G League? Like, okay. Let me quick go to Twitter and look this stuff up. Because this is, like, important. This is, like, really important stuff. Christian Koloko. He's back in the NBA, so that's probably... Okay. What... Okay, so Koloko's on a 10-day, dude. And see, like, that's the type of stuff that... Oh, great, it's behind a paywall. But, like, that's the type of stuff that I'm, like, looking for, bro. It's like, I don't want to... Like, if Jock Landale's not going to get garbage time anymore, it's like, well... I mean, maybe I'm overthinking it, too. Because, like, this Thunder team really, like, does have flaws, you know? Like, without any single big man, they really might not be as good as we think tonight. So... What's your guys' opinion? Let me know. Chat down below. Are you guys scared to take Grizzlies overs who won't get garbage time? What do you guys think? Like, how do you guys think that this game script's gonna go? Like, do you think blow probability is really high? Do you guys agree with the 15.5 point spread? That's because that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. I've seen everyone have Spencer under. Yeah, I think it makes sense. I think I agree with it personally. So yeah, it's like, who's available for the Grizzlies, man? Is there any like Grizzlies beat reporters? Damn. But yeah, I still do. I still do agree with Santi over 7.5 rebounds. I really do. I think it makes a fair bit of sense. But yeah, if someone said Jaren without all these big men. No, I do agree, dude. I do agree. M. Clay, I really do. Yeah, dude, 17.5. It just he is gonna get doubled like at will. Like he genuinely is. Is he gonna still shoot it over and not get blocked? Like, yeah, probably. But yeah, it's tough. So I hate doing this, man. I hate like I don't like forcing bets, bro. If I don't think I have an edge or if I'm not like certain about something, like I don't like forcing bets, especially because I know you guys are gonna put your hard-earned money on it. It's like I'm not gonna tell you to take something that I'm not like fully confident in. So you're a Wolves fan, let's go, dude. Ant is my dude. Are you from Minnesota or no? You said I believe that they are going for the blowout. They really want that record. I mean, yeah, dude, it's just like Thunder at home. It's tough to be confident that it's not going to be a blowout for sure. And it's like, so yeah, OKC is going to give up spot up looks, but they'll definitely give up fewer because they're just going to be switching everything. And I don't know, man. It's confusing. So it's sorry, guys. I hate just like not having a discrete answer for you guys, but like this game is honestly kind of tricking me out. Like I said, lean Santi stuff, lean Jock stuff, kind of, but that's kind of about it. Okay, guys, that's going to do it. As always, guys, I do appreciate all you guys tuning in. We'll be doing this live again tomorrow night. Actually, will I? I'm traveling tomorrow because I have to go back home for Christmas. I have a hotel booked though, and I think I'll keep you guys posted on if I'm going to do a live show tomorrow. I'll definitely have a video out tomorrow morning, so make sure to tune into that. If you guys are new on YouTube, make sure to drop a sub to the channel, drop a like down below, all that good stuff. And yeah, as always, guys, do appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time.